So what I said just now is that I find that the results are very consistent. Previously, when we were at our centers and outlets, we do get a very consistent result by people saying that, you know, they get better sleep. They get better sleep after using it for 1 or 2 tries. They are able to sleep better. They are able to sleep earlier. They wake up more energetic, and some even could reduce their pain. Okay, this is one. And then as time goes by, in a month or 2, I will start getting reports of people, you know, with a lower blood pressure than before. Their blood sugar is more well managed than before. Okay, so this is a good thing. Okay, so what is electric potential? All right, what is electric potential? So electric potential in a simple term is, how do we prove that there's electric in the body? Okay, so have you seen an ECG before? Actually, ECG is just a measurement of the electrical activity of the heart. All right, so our heartbeat is regulated by an electrical system. Our brain sends electric signals as well. So we can actually measure the brain waves by using a EEG. All right. So this is one thing that you would like to know. What is electric potential, and why is electric potential so important? Why is the 80 MV that we always say, the 70 to 80 MV, why is it so important? Because a high electric potential, a standard electric potential actually determines the metabolism of your cells. All right, determines how well the minerals and nutrients are going in, and how well it can excrete out the toxins from the cell. So the whole environment, the healthy environment of the cells, has to be dependent on the charge of the cell, all right, on the charge of the cells. So if the cells are charged up sufficiently, this metabolism is good, is deemed to be healthy, the cell is healthy. So why are there some unhealthy cells in the body? Because the charge is lower. And we know that cancer cells is the lowest, has the lowest charge in more of the cells. It's just that we have got these 3 cells in our body, right? It is fair. We have got healthy cells for most of it. We have got partially healthy cells, some of it, and also some of them are cancer cells that our body would try to regulate, okay, so that there won't be a lot of these cancer cells resulting in a tumor, resulting in cancer in the future, right? So what is electric potential? What is this MV? How is it calculated? So this is something that maybe you all would like to know. It is actually the calculation of the extracellular and the intracellular fluids. The difference in charge results in discharge. All right. So what is the difference? What is the difference? It's the difference of concentration of sodium ions at the external of the cell and the potassium ions inside of the cell. So the difference of these 2 mineral ions concentration results in the measurement of your cells, right? So this is supposed to be in abundance outside of the cells, all right? So electric potential, according to Japanese trials, is that when we are in a high electric potential environment, okay, when we are in the electrical field, when the electricity passes through our cells ATP, the energy production factory in our body, would actually be charged up. When this is charged up, it will push more sodium and calcium ions into the extracellular, into our blood. All right, so it's good to know that both of these ions are called alkaline ions. Okay, they are called alkaline ions. That's why we say that while we are using this electric potential, hey, our blood can be purified. So this is one of the theory. How is our blood more efficiently purified? It's because there's more presence of calcium ions in the bloodstream. Okay, and how does the cell be charged up? Because when the ATP is increased, the concentration of sodium ions can go out of the cell, and at the same time, potassium ions can go into the cell. So this is a very basic scientific explanation as to how the cells are charged up, okay, and how it can help us to purify our blood. All right, okay. So this is one of the points, that if our electric potential is enough, okay, if there's enough negative potential, our blood cells won't be clumped up. When it's not clumped up, okay, it will move better. The circulation is better. All right. So from acidic blood to alkaline blood, it is good to know one thing is that it's not by sleeping on M-Life, our blood would only be cleansed. Actually, our body has got this natural function already. Okay, our body can balance its own acid alkaline base. Okay, can balance on its own. It's just that our dietary our dietary habits, our lifestyle, our stress, our age, okay, all this affects how efficient the body purifies the blood, how efficient the body balances the acid and alkaline base of the blood. All right. So when we are in this condition, when we cannot really change our habits, we cannot really change our lifestyle, this is where EPT comes in. Okay, when we are in the electrical field, it does what I said just now. It does all this. It can help us to better achieve a alkaline blood state. It can help us to achieve a more energetic self because the ATP is charged up. Okay, and we can also achieve most of the cells are at a proper charge. But you might ask that, you know, when I'm using it, it is charged up. Shouldn't be all my cells be charged up after that? Okay, shouldn't I be healthy instantaneously? No, it does not work that way. When we are in the electrical field, yes, the charge is high. So we are in a very good environment, very conducive environment for a better metabolism, for better purification. But that does not mean that when it's charged, it stays there and it becomes improved instantaneously. Actually, it is more important that if we can do it daily to train the body, to give the body this kind of environment repeatedly, that is where we see the improvement coming. All right. It's just like putting a bunch of juvenile delinquents in a correction center. Not everyone, not every young man would come out for the better at the same time. Some might be in the correction center for a year, they become better. Okay, some might be in it for 3 years. Some might go out and come back again. All right. So I use this example just to explain why when we are in while we are sleeping in M-Life, it does not mean that, you know, once charged up, all the cells are charged up. All right. Okay. It's just that it is a very good environment, and for some cells, it actually takes time. Okay. So do you understand on this EPT part? If yes, please give me a thumbs up. All right. So I hope this single information can help you into explaining actually how it can help to purify the blood and how it charges up the cells. All right. Okay, so on another note, it's very important to know that EPT, one of the wonders that I find is that it can help us to regulate the autonomic nervous system. If you can see it over here, actually insomnia and constipation is two of the symptoms of a imbalanced nervous system. Insomnia meaning that at night you're supposed to sleep, but because it's imbalanced, you're not able to. Constipation is that when it's time, you know, for your colon to move, it doesn't move. Okay, it doesn't process the toxins. Okay, so in Japan, these four symptoms are recognized to be effective by using only EPT. EPT can improve on these symptoms. Okay, so one thing to note is for autonomic nervous system problems, like for this what we say autonomic nervous system 这类神经, okay, autonomic nervous system problems it's best if we can balance it back using natural means. Okay, natural means, or to improve on our lifestyle, okay, or dietary lifestyle by any natural therapy. Because if we were to take medication, we find one thing is that if we use medication to suppress this autonomic nervous system, it is going to get worse. It does not improve. It only lets you feel that it is under control, but in fact, it is actually just suppressing it, and actually the damage is not only being done, but also being multiplied in the body. So when later on, it will come out with more serious symptoms, like how insomnia slowly progresses into depression. Okay, for example. All right. So it's good to know that our autonomic nervous system has got two parts. One is the sympathetic nerves and one is the parasympathetic nerve. All right. These two has to be in a balance. Just to put it simply, sympathetic nerves is active. It is fight or flight. Okay, it is when we are stressed, it is when we are very excited or we are experiencing fear, the sympathetic nervous system takes over. All right, your heartbeat goes faster. That is your sympathetic doing its work, and it's automatic. You don't have control over it. Okay, just imagine if we have control over our heart. Okay, gonna, right? Because we have so many things to do, we tend to forget things, so we cannot be reminded of that. So a lot of vital function in the body is actually on automatic basis. So sympathetic is more to the active, parasympathetic is more towards the relaxed part, okay? The relax and repair part. So to understand this in more layman terms is, I will put it as sympathetic as day, all right, and parasympathetic as night. Okay, to understand it in more layman terms, right? So what should be done in the day is more active things. What should be done in the night is more relaxed things, okay? So sleep is something that is parasympathetic. Your parasympathetic function has to be active so that you can have a good night's rest, okay? And in the morning, your blood pressure and all this is the sympathetic part, okay? So that it is in a check and balance, all right? So what EPT can do is that if there is an imbalance in these two nervous system, it can help you to balance back. Thus, there is a lot of testimonials on this. By just using EPT alone, they find out that, you know, wow, I can sleep better. And some of them might even have problems with gastric problems, bloatedness. They go for endoscopy, but the result always comes out is that the stomach is perfectly right. The organ is perfectly right. But why do they still feel the bloatedness? Why do they still feel the reflux and all those things? This is also a problem with the autonomic nervous system. Okay. So after EPT, they find that, wow, they have generally they are relieved from all this. So this is one point which is good to note. Okay. So remember, friends, on EPT is not only the blood being clean, but also one thing that medication cannot help us solve, which is our autonomic system imbalance, okay? So now, coming down, this is one of the information that I would like to share as well, is the difference between negative electric potential, EPT, and what is the difference between that and the negative ions. So I put it down in a very easy to understand slide over here. Okay, because I think that this is very important. There are many products outside that says they are negative ions. They are good products, but we are different. Okay, how are we different? How are we both, although we say negative, okay, although we use the same type of representation of negative and positive, how are we different? Okay, one thing is negative potential is a high voltage electric unipolar output, okay, that requires technology, all right? It is actually our electricity, our live electricity going through our medical device, okay, inside our electronics and transformers. We can actually compress and even to charge up the voltage, okay, which is high in voltage but low in current. That's why we do not feel anything. And we know that electric, there is a positive and negative side, but ours is designed to be all in negative. Okay, why is it all in negative? Because negative actually promotes better sleep and is more suitable and is the most suitable to use during sleep. Okay, so negative electric potential cannot be produced by mineral rocks. Okay, that most products do. Maybe they use mineral rocks, they put it into the shirt, they put it on their bed, you know, they say they can produce negative ions. Yes, okay, yes, negative ions, but it's not negative potential. So what are negative ions? Negative ions are ions that floats on the air. It is generally known as vitamins of the air, and it exists a lot in nature, especially in waterfalls. You know, after a heavy rain, there will be negative ions. In forests, you know, that's why we find that even though we are near a waterfall, we walk in the forest maybe for like 1 hour, it is very big. It is a very big difference in feeling, you know, as compared to walking 1 hour in the city. Why? Because in the city, there's a lot of positive ions, all right? We get to get tired. We we tend to get tired easily in these places which there is a lot of positive ions as opposed to negative ions. All right. So to put it into more layman terms is that maybe some would ask, so negative ions, does it affect this electric potential, the membrane potential of the body? Yes, of course. If you are in a place with a lot of positive ions, it will affect. Okay, your body would be tired easily. Okay, your charge might be lower because there's a lot of positive in the body as opposed to the negative. It will affect you. Okay, but also, do I go to the forest or use something with negative ions? Then it can help me to produce the same result as EPT? No. Why do I say that? Because if you use negative ion products, okay, firstly, most negative ion products needs your body temperature to you have to wear it or you have to be touching it, then it will emit out the negative ions. You need temperature. Okay. Secondly, the ions going into your body still have to process it. Okay, still have to process it, and then according to the environment of the body would translate into the charge of your cells. Okay, so there is a process. But EPT is different. EPT is direct. It is exactly what you need. It is the exact environment, negative potential, the membrane potential environment that you need to charge up your cells. So to put it more simple terms is that negative ions is the orange. EPT is the orange juice. Okay? How much orange juice you can squeeze from the orange is dependent on how you squeeze it. But if I give you a cup full of orange juice, you're sure to get that full cup of orange juice. Okay? Can understand or not? All right. So so EPT is more direct. Okay, it is more direct. Like what I said just now, when we sleep on it, the electric field goes through all of our 60 trillion cells. The ATP is charged up. When the ATP is charged up, your membrane potential is charged up. Okay, because of the scientific biologic what we say, the because of the, I forgot the term, sorry. Okay, because of the process, the scientific process. All right. Okay, so this is one thing which is good for you to know. So I repeat again, negative ions is like the orange. You know, no matter how many orange I give you, I do not know how many juice can you juice out from it. But if I will give you a full cup of orange juice, I'm sure you will have that full cup of orange juice. Yeah, right. So now, coming to our deep sleep, this is something to that we all which are using deep sleep would be very glad to know that now deep sleep is not only low electric potential, low EPT of negative 300 and 600, but we also have high electric potential of negative 1000. And this negative 1000 is only proprietary to deep sleep M-Sonic. Okay, so for those of you who are using deep sleep, congratulations to you. You are using something which is very, very, very unique, okay, in the market, and you are using something which is very special, because now in the market itself there is no one this EPT mattress which can actually go at a constant of negative 1000, right? Because technological wise it is a very big challenge for us, because that's why we took time to develop it. Okay, but why negative 1000? Because negative 1000 is considered high electric potential, and if you have best of both worlds, okay, during your sleep experience, a low and a high, okay, it can let you not only sleep deeper, but different cells recharge. They need different types of voltage. You know, some healthy cells, they don't need a lot. Maybe negative 300 passing them by would be enough. Okay, but some of them are very weak. They need negative 1000 to pump them up. All right, so this is this forms to have to be a more wholesome, EPT experience. Okay, and of course by going higher, it can help us to eliminate deeper root cause of the disease, and it might also give rise to, you know, more feeling of a healing crisis. Okay, but never mind. All right, it only proves that your body is purifying faster. Okay, so now with deep sleep M-Sonic, okay, we can get the best of three worlds, not both worlds, the three worlds of negative 300, negative 600, negative 1000. I will elaborate on that when we go into the 5 automatic functions or programs, okay? A brand new sleep experience, yeah? All right, so over here, there is a research article on electric field exposure, okay, to sleeplessness in college students. We find that when they are exposed to this electric field EPT, it can help them to reduce daytime sleepiness, okay? It can control wakefulness, meaning they are not waking up as more as usual, okay, and their sleep length, okay, they can go on longer sleep length without any interruption, okay. This is the part on sleep, okay, so maybe you can share this with your friends, how it can improve sleep quality, all right. And then the second one would be, this is very good, it is a very good information. I think most of us, which has been, following our seminars on immunity, especially during our World Sleep Day, you might already know this, is that high electric potential has already been proven that it can help us to relieve pain and also to improve the immune response. So this is the perfect time for people, to know more about this. Now, in the market, everywhere, we are talking about immune system. We are talking about what we should eat, what we should eat to enhance our immune system. But let's not forget, okay, whatever you eat inside, you still have to metabolize it. You still have to metabolize it for the body to use it. So by saying metabolize it, you have to have the correct charge. Okay, then whatever you eat, whatever you take in, whatever nutrients that you take in, your body can really use it. Your cells can really use it. Okay, so both has to go hand in hand together. One cannot work without another. Okay, so what EPT does is that we help the problem from this perspective, okay, by making sure that the conductivity of the cells, okay, it is charged enough for nutrients to go in and for the metabolites, the toxins to come out. Okay, so this is one thing. So in this whole research article, one thing that I would like to pinpoint on, to focus on, to highlight on, is that EPT, high EPT, can help us to to enhance our immune response. Okay, having immune cells in the body is not there yet. We also have to have the response towards the invaders in the body. That is where the body can fight against the virus or the bacteria. All right, so for those of you which are going on deep sleep, which has got this negative 1000, congratulations to you. You are improving your immune response night by night. Okay, right? And most people would be very worried that, after long-term use, right, well, would there be any side effects, side effects from using EPT? So this review will actually put you at ease. The conclusion is that the weight of the evidence from the literature review did not indicate the static electric field has adverse biological effects in humans or animals. So in summary, there is no danger of side effects. Okay, so we can all use it with a peace of mind, right? So this is all on EPT. Next, I'm going to go into the thermal, okay? Because this thermal is also one of the supplementary, but it's also one of the highlights. Yeah, one of the highlights of our M-Life therapy system. Okay, so I'm going to go into this thermal first. Thermal, actually, the thermal that we use is far infrared, right? The thermal that we use is far infrared, and as we know it, far infrared is very good for anti-inflammation. It is also good for fat metabolism. And far infrared is actually the rays of the morning sun. So it is actually, it can penetrate into the deeper tissues of the body, as well as our peripheral or our microcirculation. It can give a very good circulation all around. And it can help to alleviate pain. Okay, for pain therapy, it is very good. Okay, so by using M-Life alone, not even DZ, even the old models alone, I can say we are getting the best of both worlds. Okay, let's say if negative ions is like a big nature waterfall, FIR is the morning sun, morning rays of the morning sun. So when we are sleeping on M Life, when we have this, it's like we are in nature, you know, and the rays of the morning sun is shining on us. Okay, so this is a very good feel concept, right? Okay, so regarding on this part is that when the thermal, you know, when we switch on the thermal, why do we have thermal? Okay, because we know that sometimes we might feel, you know, some unpleasantness, some pain or uncomfortable, you know, in some local areas of the body. We want to be able to reduce that pain. We want to be able to help you to improve on that particular area faster. That's why thermal therapy was introduced. Okay, part of the reason was introduced into our whole sleep system. Okay, so in this therapy, we can actually focus on localized part of the body, and it's good to know that we are still the only one in the market which offers you the benefits of upper body, lower body, and whole body. Okay, upper body, lower body, and whole body. All right, but I would like to focus on how do we use it actually. Okay, how do we use it now? If you have gastrointestinal problems, it can help you to improve on that. Okay, so how do you do it? All right, how do you relieve muscle pain, soothe nerve pain? You know, how do you do it? All right, so okay, we come to this. All right, I would like to share this with all who are still new to M Life, or maybe you have not tried this before. Please try it. Okay, for the upper body part, it is a lot of people actually would love to use the upper body part while in a prone position, meaning that you're lying down on your stomach. Okay, with your face to the mattress. All right, so by doing this, this is actually very good for women, I say, you know, because women, you have to keep your this what we call the navel part, the area, the navel area of your body. You have to keep it warm. Okay, because generally at that area, your the muscle of the women is not as thick as the men's. The men can keep it warmer because our muscle is thicker. Okay, but for women it is not as thick, so that's why it gets cold easier. Okay, so this way of using it can actually help you to keep warm, you know, to keep warm, to keep your internal organs warm, your uterus, you know, these organs, to keep it warm. And in TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, is also very important to keep the meridians surrounding your navel part, okay, to keep that meridians open, okay, because all this has got to do with women's health, right? Right down from period pains, cramps, to menopausal symptoms. Okay, you can do this as part of your health program. Yeah, part of your health improvement program, health maintenance program. You know, you lie down, okay, on your stomach for 30 minutes. You switch on the upper body. Okay, could you tell me who is using this? Who is using this at home on a daily basis? Maybe you can give a thumbs up. You know, all right. This is a very comfortable way of using M Life before you sleep. Okay, so you can lie down on your stomach. You can do it this way. Like for men, some of them will say, men can do it this way. We do not have this. You say ours is keeping warm. Yeah, maybe if you have got enlarged prostate, okay, that is one thing that you can use. And for some people, you might have constipation. If you want faster results, maybe through EPT, you haven't seen it yet. You want to have some sort of results that you can see, you can also use this as well. Okay, so this is very useful for some symptoms, you know, for some symptoms locally. All right, and the next one would be the second one, this one, the one in the end position. We call it the end position. Okay, this one is actually good for our back, or for our lower back. Okay, so how we do it is that we switch on the lower body heat. Okay, the lower body heat part, and then we say, what do we say? Okay, we squeeze or what? Okay, the words escape my mind. Okay, so what we do is that, you know, when we do it in this style, in this kind of motion, okay, where the knees are up and then the feet is on the mattress, actually the waist, the back area, okay, the back area would be touching the mattress, okay, will be touching the mattress. All right, so when it's touching the mattress, there is, of course, the heat is more concentrated at your lower back. Okay, so this is very good for back problems, lower back problems, even to reducing the pain of sciatica nerves. Maybe you have got this what we call slip disc, okay, or this protruding disc, which is pinching the nerves. Okay, it can help to reduce the inflammation. All right, so I always say that if you have this kind of pain, why does it get more pain? Because when you're in pain, your body compromises, your posture gets into a worse posture, just to, you know, because you're in pain, it goes into a more improper posture so that you can, you know, release the pain. Okay, you can be removed from the pain for a certain time, but that in a long time, because of improper posture, might result, okay, in another more serious problem later on. Okay, so why people who use M Life, why they are able to improve on their this sciatica nerves problem? Why are they able to improve even on those pinching of nerves? You know, they have this protruding disc, which is pinching the nerve. Why can they improve? Okay, I don't think that the disc is actually, you know, slip back into the spine yet, the spine joint yet, not as yet. It's just that because while you are using this thermal therapy, it relieves you of the pain, it reduces the inflammation, and then when you walk, your posture is better, you walk more upright. So when you do this, a better proper posture, maybe because of this proper posture, the pinching part, the protruding part which is pinching the nerves, maybe it has already, like, you know, moved away. It is not pinching as much as before. So that's why we see improvement. Okay, so that's why we see improvement. And then also because when you do thermal, it does also give you improve on your muscle flexibility. Okay, your muscles are more flexible, they are not as soft or not as hard. It is more flexible, it is more healthier. So muscle is like the support, you know, the support of your spine and bones. Okay, so when you have the proper support, you can walk better, your posture is better. Of course, when you are in less pain, you walk better, and that is how the problem improves, you know, from before using and after using. Okay, so this is something which is good to know. So by using this posture as well, okay, the one where we flex the legs so that the knees are pointing upwards, okay, it is good for our lower back. So if you do have lower back problems, please use this on a daily basis. Always is 30 minutes before you sleep. And for the last one, for the whole body, I would actually recommend using it, you know, before you wake up, before you get down from bed in the morning, if you have time, okay? Because it works as a warm up, you know, warm up of the body before we get up from bed, okay? It actually will give us a very, let us have very full energy and attentiveness, okay? Well, the mind will be so clear. You do not even need 30 minutes. Like for me, is around 10 to 15 minutes, I will get up, you know, I will feel so fresh after using it, okay? Because for the whole night, maybe, you know, for the whole night, the body temperature is, could be at lower because I use EPT throughout the whole night, okay? So the body muscles, okay, might be a little bit stiff, okay? And then the blood circulation might be a little bit slow. So towards the morning, when I switch this on, I would always feel very refreshed and energetic. Okay, so this is how you would use, okay, our Enlife members, this is how you would use the thermal, you know, 30 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes before waking up, okay, in the morning. All right, okay, so this is on the thermal part. Now, our deep sleep, one of the latest feature, okay, the additional feature, the star feature is that we have got this frequency therapy as well. All right, so frequency therapy, over here it says that frequency therapy at different frequencies, has different conditioning effects on various organs, emotions, and psychology. I would always like to put it this way, is that, sound and music does affect us, okay, does affect our emotions. Some music reminds us of something in the past. Some music, generally makes us happy. Some music would evoke emotions, because sounds has got frequency, and different frequency, we resonate with it differently. Okay, but for sleep, there are some frequencies which are very suitable for sleep, which can aid the body in repair and recovery. And there are also some frequencies where when we relax ourselves, when we listen to it, okay, we will feel charged up, we will feel very relaxed, we will feel very fresh after listening to it. All right. So frequency therapy now has gained more and more attention. Why? Because now there is another health that we should focus on, which is the mental health part. Okay, you type in mental health, you will see a lot of information on the internet now. I think now more than ever, more people has to be attentive on this part of the health as well. Okay, the physical part, we already know, we have many knowledge on that, but most people do not recognize the mental health part can also do a lot of damage, if not more than the physical part. And both of these affects one another, all right? Affects one another. So the way we feel, okay, the way we control our emotions, the way we do stress management, okay, is important, one part. And then it's also important for us to have a way to de-stress, okay, to find some ways to de-stress ourselves. So how do we help in this area? How does M-Life help in this area? M-sonic frequency therapy is the perfect way for us. You can now even maintain a mental health state, a good mental health state, even while you sleep. Okay, because during the day, we have to admit that during the day there's so many things happening. Sometimes or most of the time, there's hardly even some time for ourselves. Okay, I do not talk about the stress management part, do not talk about the de-stress part. Sometimes everything comes so fast and everything at one time, we don't even have time for ourselves. So how do we maintain our balanced mental self? How do we maintain this sanity? Okay, I hope that through this M-sonic frequency therapy, through this good news, more and more people are able to know about this, and more people can use this method to help us to maintain our mental health. Right? So like over here, there's one thing that we would like to stress on is the reduction of cortisol secretion. Okay, so cortisol secretion is, what is cortisol? Cortisol is a stress hormone. Okay, when the body is under stress, when there is fear, when there's fight or flight situation, cortisol increases, your blood pressure increases, your heart rate increases. Okay, your eyes dilates. Okay, your muscle flex, your response is faster. Okay, so all these are very normal in a flight or fight situation. But it is not normal when we have these increased levels of cortisol, even when we are sitting. Okay, even when we are not doing anything at all. Worst thing is that we bring this to our sleep. Okay, we bring fear to our sleep, we bring stress to our sleep. Okay, so this is the worst that it can get, because all this would actually develop into a health situation, a health problem later on. All right, so with M-sonic frequency therapy, what we can say is that when we are using this frequency, we are helping the body to de-stress. Okay, we are helping the body to de-stress, and we are also helping our mental self. We are helping the brain to de-stress, like how our product manager KS put it in the afternoon, a very suitable, a very good term. Helping the brain to detox is like doing a brain bathing. We bathe the brain in this frequency. All right, so it is a very nice to hear concept, okay, whereby when we use EPT, okay, we do electric EPT bathing. The whole electrical field is like bathing the whole body in EPT, so that the blood can be cleaner, and with frequency it can bathe the brain as well, so that we get a better mental state. Okay, but this is not all based on as per se basis only. We do even have a lot of reports on frequency and the effects on psychological functions, okay, whereby with the right frequencies, the heart rate, okay, can be more stable, okay, with the right frequencies, our parasympathetic, like what you see over here, our parasympathetic nerves, okay, can be more active, okay, can be more active. So this is what you want, okay, this is what you want for a better sleep, for a deeper sleep, for a quality sleep, okay. So frequency has been proven to be able to do just that, right? So this is some background on frequency. Most of the frequency therapy is derived from this Tomatis theory, okay, by Dr. Alfred Tomatis in 1957. And it's also good to know that Gregory's sacred music has got healing effects because of frequencies. And Mozart's music, why can it create effects of healing, right? Because it contains many frequencies that can calm the brain waves and the nerves, all right? So what are the frequencies that deep sleep M-Sonic uses, okay? These are the three frequencies amongst from the range of 125 to 750. It has been researched, it has been recognized, that recommended, okay, by sleep professionals in Japan, okay, that these three frequencies are very good, okay, for us to use during our sleep, which is 396, 417, and 528, all right? So just to put it very simply, 396 is to liberate fear. So I would actually recommend this to people who has got a lot of stress at work, or maybe you are facing some stress now with your personal life or your family life, or you have got some relationship issues that results in fear, okay, results in very stressed, you feel very fearful, okay, you can use this 396, all right? 417, removing of negativity. When you start thinking that something cannot be done, okay, I would recommend this. Actually, for 417, I have tried it on many occasions, and I can say that it helped me, okay? You all can try, but I say that it can help me because in my scope of job, of course, I will be faced with a lot of challenges, and sometimes, because I'm only human, sometimes, you know, I will feel that I could not overcome that challenge, okay? So on a few occasions, I did try this by listening to these 417 hertz, all right? So it does help to give me back the confidence, okay? So this is one thing that it might be good for you to know, all right? And then 528 is a repair of DNA, all right? A repair of DNA. It is something that we can use more of on a daily basis if you are looking forward to, you know, like doing health maintenance, you want healthier cells, a healthier self, all right? You can go on this 528 of DNA repair. Okay, so these are the 3 hertz that M-Sonic uses, okay? And this is one of the research clinical study on the effects of 528, all right? 528 hertz. That 528 hertz can reduce the secretion of cortisol and achieve mood healing effect in only 5 to 15 minutes. Okay, so this is a good news for everyone. Okay, why 528? Because 528 can actually help us to reduce the stress hormones in the body. All right, so if you have consistently high stress hormones, it will give you a higher blood pressure. Okay, talking about this, all right? So I would like to also stress on this one single point. Sometimes we have consistently high blood pressure, doesn't mean we have a high blood pressure condition that requires medication. Sometimes it's because of stress, consistently high cortisol stress hormones in the body that gives the reading of a high blood pressure. So it does not mean that there is a problem health-wise with you. It's just that your state of mind is as such that it resulted in the pressure being high. So this kind of false, what we say, diagnosis, if this person would to take medication to control it, it actually is not doing the right things. It's not even solving the core of the problem or the origin of the problem, which is high stress hormones, all right? So I find it very, it is very sad if this person does not does not know the true cause of his blood pressure being high, starts taking medication thinking that, you know, it is supposed to be like that, right? So high stress hormones, cortisol, please look it up in the internet. You'll find more information. But generally, I would say that high stress hormones would give you a higher blood pressure reading. It will also increase your blood sugar. It doesn't mean that you have diabetes, okay? Maybe just by reducing the secretion of cortisol, you know, in the body while you sleep, okay, can give you a better reading. And this I also can attribute to why some people say, oh, after using deep sleep, you know, my blood sugar is better managed. This one could be one of the areas that he improved on, all right? So we can actually explain why there is improvement from various angles, okay? And it can help us to achieve a better mood, okay, while using 528. So those who are Amsonic users, okay, please use this, okay, at night, right? And sound waves has been proven to boost memory, okay? Why is that so? Because when you enhance deep sleep, okay, your brain detox better, okay? Your brain detox better. And when your brain detox better, the memory part also becomes better, also improves, okay? Because of prior to this, maybe your brain was not detoxing as good as then. So that's why the arrangement of information, okay, that is being done while we sleep is not as good as before. All right. So actually, all the experiences that we experience in the day, the things that we go through in the day, it is a form of memory. So when does the brain, you know, arranges all this memory, you know, all this memory, and then hardwire it into our core memory is during the night. Okay. So if in the night you do not have a good night's sleep, you will not only have poor memory, but you will also have very poor concentration right in the next morning. Okay, so now it is not only through EPT you get better sleep, but with frequency as well. Okay, with frequency as well to help you, you know, to enhance on this good sleep experience. Okay, right? And then there's the effect of white noise. Later I'll let you listen what is white noise. Okay, white noise can actually also frequency. This frequency can help to relieve pain. Okay, after surgery. Okay, so how this one is done in Iran. So how does it sound like? Okay, these frequencies, how does it sound like? Okay, now inside each frequency that we have, okay, for the 396 and 417, it is actually a combination of three things, a combination of one frequency, okay, and then secondly, the sound of nature, and thirdly, soul healing music. Okay, so this is unique. This is our patent. M-Sonic is a patent of M-Life. Okay, M-Sonic is a patented technology of M-Life. So you don't find this outside. Okay, all right. So I do not know what is outside. I have searched on YouTube. I have listened to those with music and 528 frequencies, but M-Sonic is unique only to us. Okay, okay. So it is a combination of these three things: frequency, sound of nature, and soul healing music. Okay, so this one would be 396. 396 is the sound of chimes. Okay, and then the music is called Stay, and is on 396 frequency, right? The nature sound is the sound of the chimes. Okay, 417, right? The music is peace, the hertz is 417, and it's the sound of birds chirping, forest sound, waterfall. Okay, and if you listen closely as well, you can listen to the leaves rustling. Okay, can you hear the butterfly flying by? Right. Then the next one would be ocean. Ocean is 528 hertz. This one is without music. It's just the sound of the sound waves. Okay, with 528 hertz. Okay. Okay, and the last one, which is also 528 hertz, is the white noise. Okay, this is the white noise, which is another modality of the 528 hertz. Okay, so these are basically the 4 sounds, the 4 frequencies that we can choose with our M-Sonic system. Okay, so please do write in the chat which one do you find the best. Okay, which one do you use more frequently? Okay, maybe you can share with all others which are listening right now. Okay, okay. Now, so this one is so this would be the whole package. Okay, why is it called regenerative sleep? Because now it does not only do body repair, but it does also do spirit repair as well. Okay, it does not only do body repair, but our mental self as well. Okay, so that's why we call it regenerative sleep, a holistic body, mind, and soul. Okay, so over here, this whole concept is EPT, thermal, and frequency, the best of 3 worlds all in one. Okay, right. Okay, so now we go into the 5 smart functions and how you can make it work for you. Okay, so here, let me see. All right, so what are the 5? A, B, C, D, E. Very easy for us to understand. A, B, C, D, E. A means what? Activate, you know? Activate what? Activate your self-healing power. All right, so that's why we say this is good for health maintenance. For long-term health maintenance, if you are using deep sleep, you can use A. A is to activate our self-healing power. Actually, from the year when we started with M Life, okay, right up to before the launching of deep sleep, okay, all of the testimonies that we have, most improvement that we have, they did it with the prior model, and the prior model has this activate, okay, has this activate feature in it. Okay, just by activate alone, it can help us to improve the body so much. All right, and then there is another one, which is B. B is what? Burn fat. B for burn fat. Very easy to understand. So this is actually a last time a lot of people ask me, you know, oh, can we really can we, you know, your this mattress is so good, can we like you know, lose weight on it, you know? Last time I used to say that, hey, come on, if you want to lose weight, please exercise, don't sleep and lose weight, you know? Okay, but this proves that the company actually listens. All right, they know that what the market wants, what the market hopes for. Now with M-Sonic, you know, with this deep sleep system, we have this burn fat mode. Now you can even slim down while sleeping. Okay, right? And then C is for cleanse and circulate. Okay, later I will go more on it. What is cleanse and circulate? And D stands for deep sleep, and E is for enhanced bioelectric potential. All right. So now let us go into it one by one. So A, like I said just now, activate your self-healing power. This is one feature that you have full control of. Okay, you have full control on the upper and lower body thermal. Okay, and you have full control on the one single electric potential that you want to use throughout the whole night. Okay, so learn how to see this bar over here. All right, this bar over here, I think it is also in your instruction manual. Right, so over here is 30 minutes of thermal. Okay, you can choose between upper body or lower body. All right, and then this would be EPT. This will be EPT. And the purple one will be thermal, which is an interval of 5 minutes. Okay, interval of 5 minutes. Okay, it will change. Okay, it will change 5 minutes for the whole night until the next morning. All right, when you wake up. Okay, so this is one that we have full control of. But of course, I would actually recommend that if you were to just go to sleep by using Activate, please be mindful that the thermal shouldn't be too high. If you ask me, yes, we recommend only 3 bars and below, because the body temperature is 37 degrees. So 3 bars is around at 35. Okay, so so do not go anything above that. And I would also recommend that you go on lower body only. Okay, 3 bars at lower body. This is because we're using it for the long term. You know, we are not rushing things, so there is no need for us to go on very high thermal. You know, because very high thermal will actually excite your body as well, because your peripheral circulation is moving faster. Your blood circulation is moving faster. You might be more excited. You might not be getting sleep. You might be more, much more awake. Okay, so that's what I'm afraid of. And of course, the weather that we are in, okay, having something heaty on the back, I don't think it feels comfortable for most people. All right, so our recommended usage is still the same: lower body, 3 bars and below. All right, and then we can use it for the whole night. Okay, so this is one. And then the second one will be burn fat. All right, so burn fat is actually increasing, maintaining our basal metabolic rate while increasing the calorie burning by 15%. Okay, so so this is so this we can see over here. We can see over here that it is more concentrated on the this thermal part. All right, but the thermal part, as you can see, is that, you know, initially it goes on level 4, and then throughout the night it maintains at level 3. Okay, and then EPT is only in an intervals of a very short time throughout the night. So because this function is focusing on burning fats of the body to increase the calorie burning, thus this is the system, and this system is fixed. It is really preset. We cannot change it. Right? So we do have the testimonial, the best testimonial that we have. Maureen with us today. She's online as well. Okay, she successfully lose 5 kilos when all other things does not work. Okay, she successfully lose 5 kilos by just using this single method. All right, but I would like to also stress on, is not about the body fats only. We also have to be mindful of our visceral fat. All right, so Maureen, if you're on, just say hi to everyone in the chat. Okay, so, and the sister as well, Warren, is also on, one of our testimonials that get very good results. She was a cancer before, uterus cancer, right? And then she improved very much after that. Yeah, Warren was is with us as well. All right, hi, I see you in the chat. Yeah, okay, so this is the burn fat mode. Okay, increasing of the burning of calories. Like I said just now, the organ fats, the visceral fats is something that we should get rid of as well. So this modality might not be for everyone. Maybe some people will feel that it is too heaty. Okay, but I feel it is also worth a try. Okay, it is worth a try, burn fat. For me personally, I have not tried it before. My wife has tried it, so she likes it. Okay, she likes it. All right, so whatever my wife likes, I also must like. Okay, all right. So yeah, but it's good for you to know that we sleep on 2 separate DZAC, so I can use what I want and she uses what she wants. All right. Okay. Now, for the cleanse and circulate, part is this one forms a this one forms the part whereby, hold on, yeah, okay, this part is when we maintain the core body temperature throughout our sleep. Okay, why we say cleanse and circulate? Actually, this is to promote the body's lower body circulation and to strengthen the body's detoxification. Okay, we find that most people nowadays, because of prolonged in air conditioned environment, okay, they have got a cold body type, and most people have very cold lower limbs. So this is actually not good for health in the long run, especially for ladies as well. You might develop easier develop health problems and cold hands and feet. Okay, and even for elderlies as well, actually we should keep the feet warm. That's why we see some elderly people, they do wear socks as well, right? They wear socks when they sleep because they feel that, you know, they wake up very easily during the night quality as well. Okay, so by using this cleanse and circulate, by using this cleanse and circulate part, what we can see here is that it goes on upper body thermal first. Okay, for us to do the 30 minutes thermal first. Okay, this one I can actually recommend if you use the C cleanse and circulate part. On this thermal part, you use the prone position. Okay, you use the prone position to do localized health management, you know, for the stomach part, okay, for the navel part. Okay, all right, then we can easily go into the sleep mode, and then throughout the night it will help you actually to maintain the body temperature. Okay, and then as the morning comes, all right, then it will get you ready to wake up. Okay, so this way we can actually do the full body conditioning. We use up all what is available in deep sleep, all the different variants, varying degrees of heat, and also the varying EPT, the 1,600 and 300. all right? And all these are already preset, okay? All these are already preset, all right? So another way of using it is that if we want to, we don't want to lie down on our stomach, we can also lie down on our back. Lying down on our back does warm the main acupuncture highway, okay? The main acupuncture pathway of the body, okay? We call it the 膀胱经, the bladder meridian, okay, which is forms the main highway of the meridians of the body. We can actually help to promote the qi and blood circulation. So it's also good for body conditioning right before we sleep and right before we awake, all right? Okay, so this is the cleanse and circulate part, okay? So the next one would be deep sleep. So the deep sleep part would be promoting deep sleep and waking up naturally, okay? So this deep sleep part, okay, we can see this electric potential progressively becomes higher throughout the night so that it can help us go into deep sleep not only easier, but for a longer period of time, okay? And it does also in the beginning, before we sleep, it does warm up our lower body as well, okay? Lower body and upper body part, we can choose this according to our own preference, but it switches off after 1.5 hours so that we can enjoy the EPT for our sleep throughout the whole night, all right? So there have been many people giving me updates on this, saying that they really enjoy this deep sleep mode because it really does what it says, you know, okay? They can really feel that, you know, it is gives them a better rest and they can really sleep from night till day, okay? So this is on the deep sleep part. And then on the last one would be the bioelectric part, okay, the EPT part, whereby this whole EPT, okay, gives us the stimulation of the 3 different types of levels, but it does not go progressively up or down, up or down. It goes in like a roller coaster ride, okay? So when it goes into a roller coaster ride, it is something like an effect of a weight exercise in the gym, okay? Whereby we condition, how do we condition the muscles? We not only do strength exercise, we do resistance exercise as well, and then we do this warming up, we do the stretching as well, so that it gives a all-round conditioning of the muscle. So how do we do the all-round conditioning of the body, okay, of the body, of the cells, okay? Is exactly using this this E mode, okay? This E mode gives us the all-round because it does give us high intensity, low intensity, okay, middle intensity, you know, and coming back to high, coming back, suddenly becoming low. So you can see over here, it goes from low to middle and then going back to low and then suddenly high. So this one will create in different types of intensity so that it can do a better conditioning all around, right? So this is also good for people who wants to wake up clearer, okay, wants to wake up with energy, okay, wants to wake up with more concentration. So this would be actually very good for people who are very stressed in their jobs, who suffers from sleep apnea or some sleep challenges. They wake up very tired. Those with jobs requires them to think a lot, you know, use a lot of brain power. This E mode would be something that you would love. All right, this E mode is the mode that I always use. Okay, I always use the E mode because yeah, my job requires me to think on the go every minute and every second. Okay, so this one I find that it is good for me. Okay, so this is the five automatic functions, okay, and how you can use it to work for you. So now for Malaysians, because we are MCOing, right? Okay, like Mr. Lau said, we can try all this at home right now. Okay, one day we can use a few mode just to try out and see. Okay, I think it's good that we do the burn fat mode like what Clara said. Clara, what time do you use? What time do you use the burn fat mode now? Do you use it 3 times a day or what? 3 times a day means 24 hours lah. Okay, let us know how is it working for you, okay, in the chat, right? So yeah, so now coming back to the design, this is one thing that we would like everyone to learn on, all right? Okay, so there is one there's one question over here. Can 1-year-old baby use M-Life mattress? I think everyone can. I think many people can answer this. Let them answer this first because I have to finish off my presentation first before I go into Q&A. I think anyone which can answer, please answer it. Okay, thank you very much for the question anyway. All right. So how do you use this system? Okay. I have some feedback as well. Listen to the feedback saying that this is it could be complicated. Okay. It could be a complicated device to use. Some because they are not used to technology, they find it is a challenge. They are afraid that they might press the wrong button or they are not getting the treatment that they want. So over here we have a recommendation. We have a recommendation of how to use it. All right. So what we recommend is that you start from the right to the left. All right, from the right to the left. So on the right part, okay, I have written number 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, you can also take this down in your camera. So on the right part, okay, first what we do is that we switch on the power. Okay, we switch on the power part, right? Then we can press on the mode. There are different modes. Okay, the modes of the thermal, the program, and the EPT. So you choose which mode you want. If you are choosing the program, then you choose the program that you want, A, B, C, D, E. Okay, A, B, C, D, E. I'll use the pointer so that you all can see better. All right, so you press on the power first, then you press the mode that you want. Let's say if you want the program, you press the program part, A, B, C, D, E. Then you go on the hours that you want. Okay, normally I'll just put it at 8 because even though if I wake up earlier than before it ends, I can always switch off the power. All right, then the fourth one would be the frequency. Which frequency do you want? Do you want 396.417 or 528? All right, then you choose the varying thermal. Okay, remember this is only available for A and this D. All right, others are all preset. Okay, and then you can choose the electric potential. For A, you can choose, okay, or only on electric potential. Then you can choose the potential that you want for the whole night. Then lastly would be the volume. All right, so we can see over here, okay, that the frequency and the volume is perpendicular. All right, it's on the same thing. So this is actually the sound. All right, so when we listen, we no need it to be audible, because frequency, even inaudible, our cells can resonate with it. Okay, our body can resonate with it. All right, so normally I would just put the volume at the lowest bar. Okay, so that I don't really listen. I can't really listen to it. Maybe just some little very faint noise. Okay, but it works on the frequency part. Okay, so this is one thing that you would like to know. And then the next one would be, I would like to introduce the material that we use for our deep sleep system, our deep sleep mattress. One is the materials that we use are micro puff. Okay, micro puff is something like those that they use for cosmetics. All right, so it's a very, to me, is a very fluffy, you know, is a very comfortable, you know, something that you would like to, you know, touch and snuggle on. Okay, but then again, I do put a mattress cover over it, you know, for more hygienic purposes. Okay, and the texture, the fabric is a new micro puff, and is comfortable for all skin types. Okay, for all skin types. They have got certification as well. And then always remember that this material is not water resistant. It is water repellent. So actually, if the water droplets are on the surface for a longer period of time, it actually does sit inside. Yeah, so if you accidentally pour water, or maybe children pour water over it, okay, just wipe it off. All right, it does not sit inside that instantaneously because it's water repellent. Okay, but don't leave it on for too long. Right? Okay, and this is all the 10 layers that we have in our mattress material, and some of these layers actually has got certification with it as well. And this is our carbon fiber area. You know, some people will ask us, is it the whole thing is carbon fiber? No, the carbon fiber area only covers in this area. Okay, all right, in this area, which serves as the electric potential part and also the thermal part. Right? Okay, so we use carbon fiber technology. All right, so there is not a lot of wires inside this deep sleep, so everyone can sleep with a better peace of mind. Okay, and this is a certification that we have, SEK. Okay, what does SEK stand for? SEK stands for sanitary, eco-friendly, and kindly, meaning that it is hygienic, it is eco-friendly, and is kind to your skin. Okay, so this cyan SEK represents antimite, antibacterial, all right, and it is environmentally friendly and non-toxic and is safe to use. And there is also another SEK that you would like to know, which is in this slightly light orange label. This one is the certification of being certified to be able to effectively reduce the growth of this kind of bacteria. Okay, I could not really pronounce it. Right, it's staph. They call it staph bacteria. To reduce the growth of this bacteria, so that even as we use it for the long term, the mattress remains hygienically clean, right? And it does, and the risk of a person using it develop allergies due to bacteria is very, very low. Okay, right? But then again, we can also do this what we call the dry clean, every now and then. Mine, I do it like maybe 3 months once, okay, whereby we switch on the far infrared of the top and the bottom, upper and lower body. We switch it to the highest level. Okay, we switch it to the highest level, and we leave it on for 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour without the mattress cover. Okay, without mattress cover, without the quilt or whatever, you just switch it on like for 1 hour. Okay, so this is what I do. Right, so because thermal is far infrared does kill bacterial growth as well. All right, okay, and then it can also what we say, it is antibacterial. Okay, antibacterial, and then there's also one word that escaped my mind. Okay, so this is brought to you by our sleep technology development arm in Japan, Empower Limited. Okay, Empower Company Limited. All right, so we give our company a round of applause. Okay, thank you very much in not only introducing a very good product, but also taking the steps, taking the effort, to develop more and more useful and powerful and current sleep technology products for us. Okay, we look forward to more in the future actually. All right, so this is our sleep technology research and development arm in Japan itself. Okay, we incorporated this company in Japan itself. All right, and it's led by a very experienced person in EPT in Japan. Okay, and this is one thing that I would like to share. Most people would ask, is it because it's a radioactivity very high because it's using electric, does it affect the body because it's electric? They say you should not use a lot of this kind of mobile devices, because it does affect our health, But from what I see is that even though we know this to be the fact, okay, I see more and more people using technological device, and I see more and more people hardly ever live without their technological device. Okay, so many are actually because of convenience, because convenience became a habit. They cannot pray their hands or their eyes off their mobile device anymore. Okay, so what does that do for our health, right? So it does affect us, yes. So, but then again, although it is, yes, got some sort of radioactivity, okay, or what we call it, electric radioactivity, all right, we still use it. But for peace of mind's sake, what we did is that we took it one step further. We did the test. Okay, we did the test under SGS certification. SGS is the world's leading inspection, verification, testing, and certification company. We are certified, okay, to be safe, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we passed the test. Okay, we passed the test, the low frequency electromagnetic field test, whereby ours all round, okay, all round is less than 833 milligauss. Okay, you see over here, one area to the 9th area. Okay, T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, T6, up to T9. T1, which is our medical device, is the highest, but the highest is also 1.34, which is very far away from 833. Okay, so this is something that it is good for everyone to know, that M-Life Deep Sleep M-Sonic is safe. Okay, it's safe to use in the long run, and it's also safe against electromagnetic negative effects of electromagnetic fields. Okay, so yeah, so this is our deep sleep part. Okay, it can not only give us a good sleep, a good quality sleep, it does also act on the cleansing of the blood, and also what we said just now on the regulation of the autonomic nervous system, so that the body works well and in tandem. And also it has got the extra benefit that you hardly find elsewhere, is to purifying of the mind, keeping our state of mental health in a balanced state, help us to distress and relax. So this is two things, taking care of the physical and taking care of the mental. This is what we call holistic wellness, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so now fast forward. Okay, so how do we use it? Okay, how do we use it and what we should not do? Okay, I would recommend for people which are new to deep sleep, okay, to go on negative 300 first, progressing slowly to 600 and 1000. Some people would actually ask me, how long would that be? If you were to give me, if you were to ask me for a time length or a time reference, I would say that 1 week, on negative 300. If you feel generally well, you don't feel too much of an improvement reaction, you feel it's okay, then you can gradually increase to 600, then up to 1000, But I know some people, they might feel a little bit rushed, they want to go higher and higher. Just be mindful of the reaction, okay? Just be mindful of the reaction. If you get too big of a reaction of a healing crisis, you can always reduce it back, lower by one step back. Okay, maybe you're using 1000, you lower it back to 600. You're using 600, you lower it back to 300. But what if I also get healing crisis during 300? Do I switch it off? No. Okay, it's just that you can reduce the time. All right, you can reduce the time. Maybe you're using it for 8 hours, maybe 7 hours, maybe you reduce it to 5, you reduce it to 3. Okay, the main point is that you manage, you manage your this comfortable level. Okay, use what you are comfortable with, because it is for the long term. Okay, it is for the long term. So you do not need to rush things. Okay, we can take things one step at a time. So the most important point is that when we use it, we should be comfortable. Right? So we can reduce the time length, we can reduce the electric potential. We might even be able to use, maybe I will recommend you use thermal if you feel pain, at certain areas after using it. You can use thermal as well to relieve the pain. Okay, there are many ways of using deep sleep. This is only few of the tips that I'm giving you right now. Okay, so and then on another note is that please do not put this kind of devices on top of your deep sleep while you're switching it on. Okay, it is not recommended to do so. Okay, especially electronic stuff. When you switch on deep sleep, you don't put all this on top of the bed. Right? Okay, it might affect them. It might affect the deep sleep as well. So what we want is to prolong the lifespan of our medical device. So these things should not be on the bed. What should be on the bed is us and our platinum quilt. All right, do not iron on the bed. Okay, if you have got this habit, okay, don't iron on the bed, because when you iron on the bed, when the bed senses a very high temperature, it will go into safety mode. Okay, most people, they go into error mode, they go into safety mode, they think that the medical device is spoiled. No, it's not spoiled. It's just that you activated the safety mode, you cannot switch it back on anymore. Okay, when you switch it back on, it switches off by itself. It is for the safety of everyone. Okay, so deep sleep is quite sensitive on this. Okay, and then as for this children jumping on the mattress, okay, this is a big no-no. But of course, if children would play on it, rolling on it, is okay. What I say is constant jumping, constant jumping, very forceful jumping. Of course, that might result in some error later if the sensors are misplaced. Okay, because we do have sensors for the upper and lower body part. All right, so like KS said in the afternoon, some people would ask, if children cannot jump, if cannot jump up and down like that, then what about couples, couples doing what they should do, what they can do on the bed besides sleeping, okay, which is another S. Okay, sex. All right, so does it affect the performance of the bed? Will it make this deep sleep spoiled? No. Okay, how can I say this for sure? Okay, talking about this, we always have to go back to our two leaders, Mr. Anson Lee and Mr. Tao Xiong. They are the perfect examples of no, you won't spoil the bed. Okay, okay, because they have been actively growing their lines. All right, one is already got 4 legs and another is 3 legs going for. Okay, congratulations to you. I'm still 1 leg. All right, okay, so yeah, because I think that when we do sex on our bed, it is not as forceful like children jumping lah. Okay, but that depends on what style. Okay, all right, I'll not go into that deeper. Okay, so what happens when you accidentally pour fluids on water on the mattress? Okay, of course, when you have this, first please turn off the power. Okay, and then the standard procedure will be use a dry towel to soak up the liquid. Okay, soak up the liquid as dry to make the mattress as dry as possible. Okay, you can use paper towel as well, kitchen towel as well, no problem. Okay, and then place the mattress in an airy space, okay, near the sunlight but not direct under the sunlight, okay, to dry. Make sure that it's thoroughly dry, okay, then only you switch on the thermal mode, and then you switch on the highest bar for A and B parts. Okay, so the thing that I would like to highlight is that please make sure that it is thoroughly dry. Okay, it has to be very dry before you switch on the thermal. All right, this you have to make sure. Okay, so what do you do if someone accidentally urinates on it? How? Okay, I have experienced this with my mattress before. Okay, no, not me. I am not the one urinating. Okay, I have got these demo mattresses. I've got these demo mattresses, okay, that I loan out. So some of them, yeah, accidentally lah, the one that tested it, gave it to the father to test, and then the father, which is the old folk, got incontinence, wetted the bed lah, okay, salt the bed. All right, I've also got salt beds with really salt beds whereby feces. Okay, right. So what do I do? Okay, so for this kind of problems, it is a longer process. What we do is that I use Febreze, okay, to get rid of the smell first a lot, and to spray it on, and then pressing it, making it dry, then after that bringing out to the open for it, near the sunlight. Okay, then switch on the thermal. Okay, maybe the smell might still be there, so we have to do it a few times, repeated over a few times. So in fact, my loan mattress was out of action for like a month. Okay, a month before I can confidently, okay, loan it out to other people. Okay, yeah, so now these mattresses are with other people, yeah. So yeah, the one that took this loan mattress from me, you are online right now, so you know who you are lah. You sleeping on what mattress? Okay. All right. Okay, so that's about it. Okay, so before this is all right, so caution and warnings, all these are in your user manuals. Okay, in your user manuals. Make sure that the power is off before you connect or disconnect the mattress. Okay, do not place it on the sofa. Do not place it on the sofa. This is very important. Okay, do not place it in a flip position like that lah. Okay, it will actually spoil the device. Okay, you must have got good support below. Do not do this kind of two-part kind of thing whereby in the middle is convex inside. Okay, concave inside. This would also actually result in error message going into safety mode. Yeah. Okay, so what are the 3 persons that are not recommended to use? Those with pacemaker, 1. Okay, once you are into your pregnancy, okay, avoid using. Okay, and thirdly, when you are having a high fever on that day, so abstain from using for that day. When you're generally when your fever subsides, then you can use. All right, so these are only the 3 types of people. Others they can use, no problem. Right, and then it is recommended that you use a stabilizer AVR if the area that you are living in has got irregular electrical voltage. Okay, irregular voltage. You are at a high risk area. Okay, so use this to stabilize the voltage at 220 or 110. They have got different stabilizers for different countries. We highly recommend you to use this for the safety of your investment. All right. Okay, and the last part, all right, coming to the last part will be improving reaction. I think a lot of people would like to know what is improving reaction. Improving reaction is over here, according to TCM, okay, when you take supplements, and when your body can really absorb it, okay, it will activate and it will regenerate the cells. So what it says here is that our cells obtain nourishment beyond what it normally receives, it will be activated and regenerated, okay? So when the cell metabolism increase, the rate of removal of metabolic waste also increase. So at this time, your body may experience short-term discomfort, okay? So over here, I have something extra. Actually, what is healing crisis, what is improving action? It's just that the symptoms expressed, the symptoms that you feel, the pain that you feel, the discomfort that you feel is the expression of your body's attempt to heal, okay? They are not the cause of the disease. It is not a disease. It's just your body telling you, I'm trying to heal, all right? So we do have this improving reaction chart, okay, that you can refer to. Get it from the one that, if you not have it, please get it from the one that sold the mattress to you. Okay, so these symptoms are often mistaken for disease, which are actually the body's attempt to cleanse itself. Okay, so old tissues in this healing crisis, actually what is happening, okay, is that old tissues are replaced. Our body is trying to eliminate existing toxins at a faster rate than they can be disposed of. All right, so the more toxins in your body systems, the more detoxification is required and the more serious the healing crisis. So what it's trying to say here is that it is actually the process of your body trying to eliminate the existing toxin, but it's doing it very fast because you are giving it the conducive environment to do so. So now it can work. The cells are charged up, it can metabolize faster, but the thing is, the toxins are still in your body. It is not discharged out. It is discharged between your body. That's why the healing crisis seems to be very serious. Some people even have got, even experience like flaming up, on the eyes, wow, bulging out, flame up, the skin flare up, all these are the result of the toxins trying to come out, but it's still inside the body. So what I would actually recommend is that for all types of improving reaction, please do more detoxification process, like drinking more water, visiting the toilet more frequent. You can also take in more fiber, okay? Same, letting your colon do the work. And also one more thing, which is very important, which can really greatly reduce the healing crisis, is sweat it out. Sweat it out, okay? Go for a run, go for exercise, go for sauna, anything that you can do, sweat it out. Because sweat gets toxins out of the system fast, okay? Sweat it out, okay? And a lot of oil-soluble toxins, which I'm talking about, those heavy metals, those artificial things that we put into our body, those preservatives, all these pesticides, okay, all these are oil-soluble toxins. All these oil-soluble toxins are the best elimination channel is the sweat, okay, is the sweat, all right? So this is very important. And yeah, healing crisis can also be a symptom of you think that you do not have this condition, but it's just that because the condition has been suppressed by recreational or prescription drugs all along, meaning that you have been taking this medication all along, you think that you are healed, you think that you are okay. Actually, all these forms as a suppression only, okay? Your body cannot express itself because every time it expresses itself, you ask it to shut up, okay? You cut off the sensory pathway. You have pain, you don't let the pain, you don't feel the pain, you cut off the sensory nerves, okay? You suppress the sensory nerves, what we say, we make the sensory nerves numb. Actually, the problem is still persistent in there. The problem is still within the body. So when we use products like EPT, when we use M-Life, okay, the body is able to heal. It will give you back the pain. It will give you back all the uncomfortable feeling that you have prior to this. Those things that you have been suppressing all the while. So this is one thing that it is very good to know, and you can also tell your friends which are not online today, let them know, okay, your healing crisis could be a result of a condition that you have been suppressing all along, and constant ingestion of inflammatory foods, Okay, and of course, one more thing which is very, very difficult to define, very difficult to pinpoint is the emotion that a person cannot release. Because this takes acceptance. This takes not only acceptance, but admittance. They have to admit that they have an emotional problem. So this goes into a very deeper level, actually. Okay, yeah, right? So this is good to know, all right? Even European homeopath, meaning those doing natural therapy, okay, there is one principle, immutable principle is that all cures come from within out, okay, and from the head down and reverse order as the symptoms originally appeared in the body. Meaning that how the problem comes, it will go away by the same way as well. All right. So in Mandarin, it is translated into first you get experience ache, then it progresses into pain, then it progresses into tingling, some sensation, and subsequent into numbness, whereby you don't feel it anymore, but the problem is escalating inside the body, and it becomes a serious problem in the future. So now, if you feel it is already at the numb stage, you don't feel anything, you feel you're well. Actually, that one is a false positive, okay? What you're feeling is not actually a true reflection of what is happening inside the body. Now, when you're using M-Life, it suddenly activates, okay? It activates and the body is trying to heal. Your blood is moving, the circulation is moving, there is more energy, there is more regeneration, there's more repair. Now it will give you back the sensation of tingling. It might even give you back more pain. It might give you back even more ache. So however the pain, the problem comes, it will go away using the same path as well. Okay, so this is how I would explain it. Okay, the body will cure in reverse order as the symptoms originally appear. All right, so this is on the improving reaction part. Okay, so how long will the reaction be? Averagely, it will be 3 days. It could take up to 7 days. All right, and there's also a playing role in the body to ability to generate a healing crisis is the pH level. Okay, so be mindful of this. A very acidic system, meaning that if your blood is acidic, okay, it will not stimulate a fever. All right, meaning that if your acidic system, your immune system is not working. Okay, it's not working as well. So sometimes when your body is shifting from acid to alkaline state, the healing crisis comes. Okay, because the body can actually repair better in an alkaline state. Your immune response is better at an alkaline state. When your immune response comes, your body will feel heaty. Okay, so this is very important to know. Okay, so congratulations to you if you have got healing crisis, meaning that your body is slowly going back into the alkaline state that you want it to be. Okay, anyway, right? Okay, so here we see, in general, the stronger the patient, the sooner a healing crisis may be expected. The weaker the patient, the greater likelihood of a delay. So this is very important for what I want to tell you later on. Okay, why some people get healing crisis very fast? Why some of them is very slow? They don't feel anything. It has got to do with the person himself. Okay, there is so many systems. There are 7 major systems in the body. It's very hard to pinpoint which one is the real problem, because everything is interconnected, everything helps each another, and everything also affects one another. Okay, so it is good to know that during the year we might experience with some healing crisis. Why? Because 98% of our cells do renew at least once a year. Okay, some of the cells are very fast, some are relatively slow, and the bone takes up to 7 years. Okay, so why do we see a lot of this kind of skin testimonials, skin disease, skin testimonials that can improve quite fast? Because generally the skin changes every 28 days. Okay, so for skin problems, sometimes you can expect faster improvement, but then again it might stop for a while, and then it has to take some time before it improves again. So never mind. Okay, as long as we are continuing using, this is one of the wonders of M-Life is that one payment, I can use it for so long. Okay, I do not care whether it is a healing crisis or not, whether the improvement is fast or slow. I just make sure that I use it every day. Okay, if it's not improving, I keep on using. One day it might improve. Okay, if I'm not seeing anything, I do not need to be, fearful. I don't need to be, very agitated, because the product is still there. Okay, it's not that I use it after 6 months, it's finished, it's gone. No. So I would actually encourage everyone which is using M Life. If you are not getting the results that you want to or you expect to, never mind. Just give your body the time. Some people come fast, some people come slow. But in the end, everyone will improve. Okay, there are some people which are fast, some people which are slow, some people which is the ladder type, and some which is the forward backward type. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, fast type would be, okay, the condition of health, the response and everything, the improvement is very fast. Okay, some of them are very slow. So it depends on you. Okay, are you a strong or a weak body? Like the point that I said just now. Okay, everyone's body condition is different. Okay, and then this is one of the condition whereby maybe in the beginning you feel very fast improvement. Then after that it becomes stagnant. Okay, it's like stagnated. You don't feel anything anymore. Never mind. At this phase is actually your body, okay, doing its maintenance. Okay, some of the cells are not there yet. Okay, their renewal period is not there yet. But once they renew, your health would go one step up. Your health will go one step up. Okay, so the timing of metabolism of the cells in the body is different. Okay, we have got many different types of cells in our body. Each one takes a different type. So do not feel that everything is going slow, not as fast as you want to. Okay, just make sure that we do the correct things every day. Okay, we do the correct things every day. We get the quality sleep every day. We give our body the alkaline, the cleaner blood environment every day. Okay, we give the body the proper charge every day. Slowly but surely you will get the level of health that you want. Okay, but make sure after you get it, don't stop, continue to maintain it. Okay, then what is more easier than sleeping to continue, sleeping to maintain it, right? And then there is another one, like for these type of people, I'd just like to let you know that is perfectly normal. There's this type of people whereby they feel worse before they get better. Okay, in the front, maybe they feel when they are trying when they're trying M Life, they feel that, oh, this is very good sleep. Oh, wow, this is very good. Okay, then when they bring it back, when they sleep, oh no, it was worse than before. I feel more tired than before. I feel worse than before. Let them know that you could be at this state. Okay, at this state. All right. So we have to use a lot of encouragement. Sometimes it happens not because of only using M Life. There are so many other probabilities. There are so many other factors. But one thing for sure, when the people that we introduce M Life to, when they have this kind of problem, please don't avoid. All right, don't avoid them, but instead care. What people want at this stage is care. They want answers, yes, but we have to let them know that we care of your concerns. Okay, I acknowledge your concern, I care, and I will try to find the answer for you to the best of my ability. All right, just by this alone, when a person feels that there's someone caring for them, they will not feel that frustrated. Okay, frustration would actually make the problem more serious. Okay, there's nothing more serious than having a mental emotion, negative mental emotion that increases or magnifies, okay, the physical pain that a person is feeling. Right? So because we acknowledge that there are many different types of body types, we also have to manage accordingly. All right. So if you're listening right now, if you have a family member or you yourself, which is this type of body type, okay, well, one word for you: there's no need to give up. Okay, there's nothing to give up at all. Just continue using. Okay, listen to the body and ask. Okay, try to find out why these things are happening. Why is the body trying to heal this way? Okay, why is the body trying to heal this way? Right? They are surely answers. Okay, and we can also try different modes, like I said just now. Okay, right? So yeah, so this is the overview of naturopathy. What M Life can do is on the left side, what it can help you, how it can help you to enhance your natural healing power. Okay, by using M Life, you can have a better blood state day by day, night by night. Okay, it can help you to purify the mind, to give you a good mental balance. Okay, but to cover all this, make sure you have a good quality sleep. Okay, nothing beats a good quality sleep in the long run on a daily basis. all right? But also be mindful, there are also 3 other things that that the mattress will not help you with, okay? Well, by sleeping on M Life, it does not give you nutrients. Nutrients that does not enter from your back, okay? No, you have to take care of this by yourself, right? Have a balanced diet, okay? Social life is very important. Maintaining relationships, how to maintain better relationships with people around you, okay? How to manage your work life, your workplace, okay? Especially now in Malaysia, in our MCO, we have got another problem coming up, whereby now it is more obvious that when uh, when couples, you know, stay together in one place, uh, in uh, in the house, in the same space for extended period of time, actually the emotions can get very high. Okay, so this is one thing that we have to learn to manage as well right now. Okay, it's also quite worried because like in China, actually after their this movement control was lifted up, there was a very high application for divorces. Yeah. Okay, so what can I say, right? Maybe those of you which have got deep sleep in your house, please, okay, go on 417. All right, go on 417 to remove all the negativity that might be happening. Okay, so if moves negative, move a negative, it will become a positive. All right, okay. Right, so the next one will be exercise, right? So now there is more time for us to exercise. Okay, there's no reason not to, because we are moving out less. Okay, we are in the house. So do you do exercise? Like for M Life, we do have this what they call it, Zumba as well. All right, you might want to join in. Okay, we have the link, so just keep a lookout. Okay, so this would come to the end of the training, but please do not go out yet, because